All right, part two. We forgot an intro again. So today's video, you will see us getting this car running again. What do we do?
The amazing it started, like, I don't think it been turned over half a turn, especially with him rebuilding the carburetor. I never rebuilt a Holly. Rochester, I was always rebuilding. But anyway, what we got now, after we straightened the firing order out, because this guy just pulled the wires off and did the camera shoot down the cylinders and say, yeah, I can figure it out. We got it finally.
Starter too.
The starter would not turn or do anything, wouldn't even click, so we took it off. We had some Buick starters, but they're mounted on a different side of the engine. Buicks are always on the right, but Pontiacs are on the left. So we couldn't use the whole starter, so we did a little switch, the solenoid. And the brushes were good in the starter.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
So we did a little cleaning up on it, and the starter works great.
You'll see
So there's a carburetor, surprisingly.
Enjoy.
Okay, day two in a new location. No GTO here. I took out all the plugs, double checked everything. Seems like it's really clean inside. Definitely forged pistons, which is nice. I'm assuming 30 over based on the sheet. This was the Holley 650 double pumper that the guy bought during the engine rebuild in '97. It's actually fairly clean. I mean, we got the secondaries, or excuse me, the primaries to open up. The secondaries are frozen. The it just needs to be torn apart, cleaned up, and kind of part store over the counter rebuilt. So I'm going to take it apart now, and we're going to get it soaking, cleaning up, and we'll go from there. Okay, day two of the carburetor rebuild. Here's what happened. We are frauds. I am a fraud. Admittedly, didn't really know what I was doing. I like Buicks. One Buick, two Buick. I like Quadrajets. I rebuilt this. It runs great. This car is dialed in. I paid someone to rebuild this one. It runs great. This car's dialed in. I've never rebuilt a Holley. I have one Holley on the shelf. One. I got really nice aluminum heads on the shelf. There's one up there. Never touched it. Came with the motor I bought. Helped a buddy rebuild his. He did 98% of the work. I've never touched a Holley before. Came into some issues. Getting the metering blocks off, for example, was a nightmare. This car sat outside, was ran for maybe 2 years, sat outside for 20. This thing was frozen up. It still is. The secondary still... Oh, they opened today. That's great. That's fantastic. Or wait, did I just open the primaries? Oh, I think I just opened the primaries. Hold on. No, I opened the secondaries. Nope, secondaries still frozen. Oh, they're opening. Let's go. Huge day. So anyway, got everything soaking there. Fuel bowls messed them up too. One of the needle and seats broke because I'm an idiot. And I got it out, as you can see, but I gacked the thread. So hopefully we can fix them. Letting those clean for however long it takes for these to clean. Have my rebuild kit, part number 371544, good for a 4150 double pumper. Hopefully everything's good there. Everything else was in decent shape. I have no idea how to put it back together. Hopefully I'll figure that out. But I got my Christmas mug because there's only a couple more days till Christmas is officially over. I think you'll see this in video 2. And hopefully at the end of video 2, car will be running, doing some other stuff. Soaked all the cylinders down with some peanut butter blaster. We just playing, you know, making sure it rotates over nice. All the plugs looked great. A little bit of carbon, but most importantly, clean. Smelled like fuel. Hopefully we get this thing running and figure out what's from there. Apparently, we might have some pretty rare heads on that puppy, so we'll find out. We'll be back. Okay, so I got everything pretty much as clean as possible. Again, using part number 371544. It's about $42, I think, at Pep's Boys, but specific to the double pumper. So it comes with, you know, your metering block gaskets, your fuel bowl gaskets, 3 different gaskets for the body of your carburetor, obviously an intake to base gasket, everything for your fuel inlets, all the different little gaskets that we're going to figure out how to put back together. It comes with 2 power valves, both 6.5s, 2 accelerator pump guy things, and then a larger one that we're not going to use. We'll just put that and save it for later. 2 brand new needle and seats. Everything here was soaking in the carb cleaner gallon jug, so everything's nice and clean there. Both metering blocks are really nice. Again, the rear fuel bowl had a ton of crud in it, so it really caked everything on, made it a pain in the ass to clean. Same thing with the bottom of this base, which still isn't perfect, and we kind of are leaving everything sweaty here since the car really is sweaty in itself. So I'm going to attempt to put everything back together. Don't really know what I'm doing. Like I said, I still think quadrojets are easier because there's not as many of these little bastards, but it seems all pretty self-explanatory. If I screw something up, I screw something up, and we'll figure it out at the time. With that being said, I'm going to start with the base and go from there. The body, not the base, whatever.
Okay, it's New Year's Day, 2021. Here's what we got with this car. We rebuilt the carburetor. He has it reinstalled. One thing on these old cars, you gotta watch this hood thing. I whacked my head a couple times. It's a noggin knocker. I got proof. I left the scar.
It's on top of your head.
Next thing we gotta do, we got the trunk key made. We opened the trunk. All we saw was residue from animals. Here, second time we're gonna open it. Who knows, 20 plus years. Right now it's not working too good. There we go.
This is my first time seeing it.
So that's what we got. We picked up the underneath here, it was solid. Look at it.
Oh yeah. It's a
Can't
nice.
beat that.
It's not wet in here or anything. Doesn't even stink.
Not too bad. There in the spare. There in the spare.
No, there's not.
Well, Jack.
Oh yeah, she bad.
This one's bad.
A little bit.
Anyway, where are we at here? Next thing we'll do is put the steering wheel back on because we've got the ignition changed. The key and tumblers changed. Here's what we're going to fix, Louis, the door
I'm coming around.
latch. That's a little shaky. Take that off and lube it up probably. There's the original color.
It's not bad color.
No, somebody took the door panels off and scrubbed
Red, white, and blue, man.
So somebody took a time and painted door jambs. Other than that, what else we got? Well, hope this will fire it up in the next couple days.
Yeah, we're gonna try and fire it up the end of this weekend. I'm gonna clean the interior now, so it's not as, it's really not that bad, like smell wise or anything, but with the mold and stuff, you better be safe. So we're gonna get it all cleaned up. Door panel cleaned up really nice for the most part. We got to do it a little bit better. Steering wheel cleaned up. We have a new center horn section coming. We bought off eBay, so it'll look like an interior soon. Okay.
Okay, here we are at the GTO. Well, not a GTO, but anyway, we're gonna hook up the battery right now. Louie's gonna sit inside there and see what we got. Any kind of lights or anything on the dash. Go check it out, Lou. Starter. On the beyond. It's like the old days. You never put parts in, you just repair them. Armature back together. Might be just a solenoid, so we got a parts starter there. We're gonna bench test it before we take that one apart. I was just being lazy, not getting the right tool here, but I'll get it in a second. No, that's stupid. We put some grease on the armature bearing in there while we had it apart. Okay. I'll get a better wrench in a minute. Okay, well, let's bench test this baby. Let me get a jumper up here. Do grounded the starter body, and this here, if I hook this up, should run the armature. That one works. Now I'm going to test the solenoid. So that's the battery feed there, and then we'll get our screwdriver to jump it, and oh man, that's the ignition thread. Something. There it goes. Nope, put the ground back on though. That's beautiful.
Can we do it again?
So now we're going to take the solenoid off of here. Let's see if this comes apart. Friendly like.
That's just terrible videoing.
I'm sorry, Lou. Gotta get the right size socket for that. Let me wire brush that. Spray some
Spray oil's over there. I'll go get it.
need a wire brush. There's these bolts. There's nothing. So I know how this solenoid works. So, you know, that one's good. Oh, wow. Uh-oh. That one seems like, yeah. Okay. Let's see if that one can come off. Sometimes these break in here. No. This is the old Brown standard grade solenoid, which I used to like back in the day. This one didn't have a gasket like that one did. You could put it on, but it's really not necessary. Okay. Twist this baby off. Oh, look at that. Nice shape in there.
Oh yeah.
So. Looks good, we know it's good. New spring. This spring's a little rusty. This draw's nice. We're not gonna put the rubber gasket in there. Clean this off a little bit. When that solenoid works, it's like a electric pusher. Should be all right. Ran out of fuel. Yeah, it worked. Good enough. This is the good one. Oh, spring. Oh, spit.
Is that like keyed a certain way or just slides it on?
No, just slides on and then that locks it on. Now, I put the screws in there. I'll put these in. These are the ones for the starter. Then we'll test this baby, see if she spins.
It's got to spin a few times, right? If it just spins one, it could still be bad.
Yeah, we'll see if I gotta fix that wire in the car before I put the starter in. My stomach's rumbling. Must be almost feeding time. Okay. Turn the babies up as soon as I get the other thing started. Where's the solenoid? There it is. That looks good. That's nice and clean now. This is the power to the starter armature. I don't think that's the right size. This is the right size. 5/16. That's tight. Test time. Let's just spin like the Buick.
I'll just leave it on the ground.
Or reach. Ground. And armature test. Ooh, nice torque. Sounds good there.
Is it this one?
Solenoid test. Take a wrist away. Okay.
Go throw it back in. Sounds like someone just pulled up. Ready? I don't smell anything burning.
I'll take care of the guy.
You want the choke open, Louis?
No, I like all like that. We'll get it out of here. Go ahead.
So you got to keep the choke open.
Go ahead.
We coolant, worried about it? Watch, that's probably gonna stick. Nothing.
Is that you, Louis?
Yeah, I kicked it.
It's not closed, it's not off.